welcome back to the 3W podcast. I have my dear friend Ashley Starnes with me, who owns Osage House. Ashley, welcome back.
Thank you.
This is part 2. I hope you all caught part 1, where we kind of dive into all things Ashley, but now we're going to dive into all things Osage House. They have been a longtime partner of 3W. I hope everyone on the other end of this camera knows exactly what I'm talking about, but just in case you live under a rock, it is the most beautiful event venue in Northwest Arkansas. This is one of their ads with a beautiful bridal couple on there. It's kind of like a giant white box in the best way. And I'm just talking about the venue. I'm not talking about the reserve, even though they're all great spaces, but I always gravitate towards the venue because of the giant glass on all 3 sides. So let's dive into all things Osage House.
Let's do it.
Tell me, I hope everybody caught part 1. I've already said that, but just saying that again. So they bought 54 acres in 2017, which is 9 years, and so wild that's.
I really can't believe that's
anniversary.
Almost 10 years. That's crazy.
It was not purchased for residential in any shape or form, so they had a business at the forefront of their mind. How was Osage House born?
It was kind of, I wouldn't say by accident, but it was not the plan when we bought the land. We didn't have a plan. And so I really don't remember exactly. I think my dad suggested a venue, and then we kind of started looking into it and thinking about it from there. It was just, what do we do? We've got this land. What do we do? So I started researching venues and thought,
we have a lot, but not
we have a lot. The same time. And that was, and even there's a lot more now compared to 9 years ago too. But so I started researching what's out there. What do other towns have? What's missing? I didn't want to compete directly with anyone. I wanted to fill a gap and problem solve something, for something that didn't exist. So I just really, I met with every vendor that would meet with me.
Really?
In the event industry.
What did you tell them? Well, you came from nonprofits.
Yes.
A little bit. So you knew.
I knew a little bit. I knew what it took for an event. So I started reaching out to event and wedding planners, photographers, caterers, DJs. What else? Those were the main core of what I met with. And just asked them if they would go to coffee with me. And, we're planning to build a venue. And I just want your input on what's missing, what, from your perspective and your industry, what, does a venue need to have? So I met with a lot of different people, and that I did build relationships that way too. So I got information, but also started building relationships, and it was, still friends with all those people too.
I love that.
So it's fun to see how their businesses have grown also, and with their partnerships with us at Osage House. So it was really neat. So from there, I compiled a massive list of everything and gave it to John. And I was like, this is what it needs to have in it.
Okay.
Let's go from there. So
how many pages was the list?
Oh gosh.
Do you think?
I don't remember. It was a lot. And a lot of it, he was like, I don't care about. And I was like, yes, you do care about this. This is going to matter.
What's one thing? Was there one thing that stuck out to you the most that you kept hearing over and over and over again?
A large enough space.
Okay.
To hold. So you want to be large enough to hold a decent amount of people. Most venues at that time could hold around 200, 250. And so I thought, well, we need to go a little bit bigger. And that was one thing that stood out. And then just a very versatile space is what natural light. Photographers all wanted natural light. Planners wanted a very versatile space that they could turn into anything. And so that's what gave us our direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why Osage House? What's in the name?
The name. So we are just north of Osage Creek. Runs right behind the chapel. You can't see it from the chapel. You can see it from the balcony of the hall, looking out.
Right.
So Osage came from Osage Creek. And then House, I wanted it to be something where you make memories and just a happy, place that you're with, your friends and family. And so House came from that.
Did you kick around a bunch of names?
I did. I had a running list. I don't honestly remember any of them.
Right.
Because
That one, it's already been born.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that one really stuck. And then from there, it was just, the logo and all of that, trying to figure colors and what you wanted the identity to be. And so,
which is overwhelming.
That was overwhelming. So we did hire a company to help with that a little bit. And thankfully, we still use everything that they did. So that's great. So yeah.
So the design itself is a huge part of Osage House and the entire experience. Let's talk about that because you have 3 different spaces.
Yes.
And they are all different, but consistent.
Yes. So they all coordinate with each other, I would say.
Let's start when we go up the hill. We have space on our left.
So we go up the hill at the entry. That's the Reserve.
Okay.
And it is...
I feel like that was the first venue open to the public.
It was the first one opened. It was the last one started. So that's a different story.
Oh, that's fun.
So we were really behind on construction and we had everything. We were booked out for the year when we were supposed to be open, and we were not going to be open. So that was a panic moment. And we thought, well, we can get, this metal built, we can get this up really quickly and have a space at least for people to use.
Okay.
So we did that. So that was not in the original plan. The Reserve was not.
Was it in the original plan at all exist?
We had thought not really. We had thought if we wanted to do something else later, the place where it sets was going to be that spot.
Okay.
But it was not in the plan. So that was
design. Anything about it, what you had maybe thought about later on down the road?
No, it was last minute and it went up really quickly. Oh. And John came up with the design and we adjusted a few things, but it was very quick. Ordered, the steel for it, got it put up, and it was up really quickly. So that's the Reserve. It's a little more industrial style.
And why is it called the Reserve?
I don't know. That's just, it needed another name, its own name. And that's, that one does not have a reason for what it's called.
Funny.
So it needed a name though. It's hard with the different buildings because you want them to have their own identity, but they're all under the same umbrella.
Right.
So it needed an identity of its own.
And I feel like, and I've just noticed this, so I apologize because I've been out there hundreds of times. It has its own little nuptial area.
Yes.
Per se.
Ceremony,
I don't know if we really call it ceremony area. It's just kind of, it's there, it's obvious and not obvious all at the same time.
Yes. It's very subtle.
I just noticed it in the past year.
Yes. We added that, I would say probably 2 years after we opened.
Okay.
So it wasn't originally there. But people wanted a space to have their ceremony, a designated space. So we added that. It's got steel, we call them arches, even though they're not arched, they're square. But it's got that space there. So a lot of people do their ceremony there. Or if the weather's bad, they'll use the breezeway, the open air breezeway, or inside. We do probably, a large amount of our events there are nonprofit or corporate events.
At the Reserve. It's a great small space.
Yes.
And it's easy. It's still a blank slate.
Right.
And it still has it has a beautiful backdrop. And it's super accessible.
Yes.
Right. It's got 2 parking lots, a circle drive, the breezeway. It's just a
easy
great
to get in and out. We've got, there's garage doors that open up to the breezeway if you want indoor, outdoor feel. So that's the Reserve. And some people will even use that for their rehearsal dinner. And then do their, the wedding the next day at the Hall
like
Chapel.
that.
So that's fun too. We do, like I said, a lot of corporate, like holiday parties, a lot of the smaller.
What's the most unique event that's been in the Reserve? Is there anything that you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe y'all activated that and that was amazing?
The very, very, very first event we had there was actually a nonprofit event. A fashion show, Mom.
Oh, okay.
It's called Mom and So Much More.
Oh, I remember this fashion show.
It was a fashion show that was a fundraiser. And that was our very first event, July 19th, 2000. What year was that? 2019.
Okay. Yeah, you opened just before COVID.
Yes. So 2019, that was our first event. And that was different because it was just,
Yes.
you know, there was a fashion show component, there was food, there were drinks. They had partnered with a lot of different boutiques.
Right.
And so that was
Did you walk in it?
I did.
Okay. I walked in it one year when it was at the Promenade,
yes.
the old food court.
Yes, they did that. They had it at Pinnacle one year.
Okay.
The country
Oh,
club there.
yes. I think I did that too. You're right.
Yeah.
We did it at the club. I forgot about that.
And then I don't think they do it anymore, but it was fun and interesting. They were rolling out sod that morning, and our parking lot was not paved yet, so it was still gravel. So it was tight, but we pulled it off.
Oh, yeah. Your road to your venue was just paved in the past year, I feel like.
Thank the Lord for that one.
I know you're happy about that one. Let's talk about the hall.
Yes. So the hall is the largest building we have on the property. It can seat like dinner seating, 450. It's tight at that, but 450.
Okay.
So it's the largest space. It's got a patio directly below it that's the same size.
I like that space.
So that is fun because it's a covered. A lot of people do cocktail hour down there. Some of the nonprofits will do their silent auction and different fun activities down there. So it's, again, a very versatile space that a lot of people use in different ways.
I've been in it so many times.
Yes.
Love it. And they're so different.
Yes.
I mean, I know it's outdoor and it's concrete, but the juxtaposition, is that how you say that word? They're so different, but you're in the same space.
Yes. So different. So we tried to make it where it was that way. Like you just have so many options. Photographers love it because they have all these different areas that they can make it look like they've never been there before.
Oh,
so
that's amazing.
So they love that. We've got both buildings have a bridal and groom's suite to get ready in. And then
I like your staircase too in the hall.
Staircase. I wanted a few fun little surprise areas. So like the bathrooms are one that we did a little more design in, and then the staircase was another one. My favorite room is the groom's quarters.
Really?
Just because
I don't even know if
if you
right, I'm not a groom, but I'm like, I've walked all around the space, but I don't know if I've been in that space.
It's my favorite space. It's dark and masculine, and just we've got
downstairs.
Yes,
I have,
and there's
because
I've
been in a VIP area.
Yes, so some nonprofits
some people use that as a VIP.
Yes,
I have been in that.
A VIP like pre-event. Yes, so that's my favorite.
It is super
area.
moody down there. It's sexy.
It's fun, and we've got the exposed ductwork, but we had it painted like a brassy gold color, so it just looks cool. It's a cool space.
What's the most unique event that's been in the hall?
The most
that
unique,
just kind of wowed
there
you?
Was what nonprofit was it? I am not the greatest at that's. My memory is really bad.
Same, and I lie
certain
a lot
things
too.
Stick out to
I make things up. I don't even mean to.
Yeah. So the most fun that I can remember was, what nonprofit was it? Was it a nonprofit? Yes. They had a Monopoly theme, and you may have seen it. I think it was a nonprofit. I don't think it was corporate.
Okay.
They had a Monopoly theme, and they had these cutouts, just massive, like all around the room. Like it was a Monopoly board.
Oh, wow.
Essentially. And everything was like themed around that.
Okay.
And so it was really creative, not something I would have ever chosen as an inspiration, but it was really cool. I'll have to find pictures and send them to you.
That sounds amazing.
And I'll find out what event it was because I can't remember.
Yeah, I will gladly take those photos and send them over to Hasbro because they own that game.
Oh, they would love that.
Yeah, they would love that.
So we partnered with for our open house because of that. They did all of the whatever I don't know what it's called, but the cutouts.
Yes.
So we partnered with them for our open house the following year.
Okay.
Because it was so amazing. And so that was fun. That's probably my favorite open house was travel theme. Not this year, but last year. So
okay.
So it is fun to see the different vendors and things that come in out of the ordinary.
Yes.
And get new ideas. Pretty.
I love that. Okay, and then let's jump over to the chapel. I loved it. I've never been in the chapel because I'm old and I don't know if people getting married anymore. Yes. But from afar, I love the chapel.
Yes.
And I love the photos that come out of the chapel. So I think I would love the chapel.
Yes, I think you would love it too. Yes, I think you would love it. It's a special space. Like you walk into it. I've had people, when I used to give tours back when it was just me, I had a few people like they would walk in and get teary-eyed because it just feels like it's not a church, but it just feels,
you can feel it
special and feels, you just feel like you're somewhere else.
I feel like the chapel was the last one to open.
It was the second one. So it was ready.
See, I do that.
It was ready right before the hall. It was close.
Okay, I'm
sorry. They were close. That was end of September 2019 and the hall was January 2020.
Okay.
So
see, I told you. I wasn't lying about that.
It's just a memory thing. It's okay. It's okay.
So have all three concepts, well, let's take the reserve out of it because it was a last second concept.
Yeah.
So the hall and the chapel, concepts in your brain, and then they're on paper, and then they came to life. Were there a bunch of changes from paper to life?
There weren't that many changes.
Okay.
There were some, but I would say not that many. And again, my memory, I may be blocking it out.
Right.
It was a very stressful time, just being under construction, but also trying to book weddings and events.
Of like, I promise it will be beautiful.
Yes.
I promise.
Like I met people at Cave Springs Coffee and had an iPad that my husband had a program on that I would pull it up and like walk them through the building on the iPad and be like, okay, now I have to drive you out there because you can't make it up the hill. So get in my car. So this kind of ties back to like my electric company.
Yes, you're like, we got this.
Random people with me. So get in my car.
So get in my car and don't kill me, please.
Yes. And so we would drive up the big hill. Like the entry is steep, but before it was paved and cut out even more, it was like off-roading.
Yes.
So yeah, I did that. And I would drive them around out there and show them and book it, which to me now is insane. But I'm
also
glad
insane that people have that faith.
Yes, that's what I mean. Like insane that they just were like, okay, yeah,
here's my deposit.
Yes.
I can remember our first magazine, the 2009 issue. We had all these knockoffs of a 3W, basically. We're like, it's going to look like this.
Yeah.
I promise it's going to be great.
Yes. That's
and
what
here
it is.
we are taking all of people's money.
Yes.
And we're like, I guess we could have just like up and left.
Yeah.
But we obviously would never do it. But I remember thinking, this is so crazy. These people are trusting us with zero product.
Yes, zero. Well, that Fire Festival documentary came out around that time. And I was like, when construction, like it wasn't going to be done on time. And I was like, oh my gosh,
I'm the Fire Festival.
I am the Fire Festival. But we were real in the end. So it turned out okay.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I think that's somewhere down here of like the hardest things. But so now you've hosted countless weddings and celebrations. What do you think actually makes a wedding memorable at your venue?
I think for couples, it's doing something that makes it personal. Whether it's just for them or for their guest experience. And a lot of people, for years have done a memory table for family members that couldn't be there. But even things like a little, like their guest gift at the end of the night, they make that really personal. Whether it's a little cookbook of their favorite recipes or a candle that they came up with a scent and, maybe a scent that they had throughout the day that.
Are you blown away by what these brides and grooms come up with every weekend?
Because it's not at all. Back when we got married, it was not like that at all. But it is it's very personal, very, just detailed, very detailed.
Do you have a favorite?
Oh gosh, I don't. I've tried to think about if I do have a favorite. I really love the more simple weddings that are more just greenery and like I love color, but I also love simple. So I really think I like the more simple weddings.
Okay.
There are a lot of, amazing, gorgeous, over the top.
For sure.
And I love them and they're beautiful, but my own personal style, I think I like the focus more, like if you can direct your focus to one area, I guess I would say, instead of like the whole experience.
Are you blown away by what they do to your venue?
Yes. In good and bad ways.
Good. I would love to dive into those.
I don't like to be there at night during an event because it gets so messy. And, crazy, and
Is it
they're
giving you
having
anxiety?
I mean, yes, they're
Okay.
having a blast. I
Yes.
just don't want to know about it.
Right.
So I love going up during the day when they're decorating
Mhm.
and seeing it all, and then seeing pictures of it later, like
Mhm.
how it came to life.
Oh, that's fun.
So that's fun.
Okay.
And yeah, I am blown away by the talent of the vendors. What they come up with and produce is, I mean, it's next level.
I can't even
So,
imagine.
yeah.
I'm thankful I'm already married because I wouldn't want to.
Oh, I can't.
pay that.
I don't want to either. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I have boys and not girls. So
I know, right? So I guess it's
we
kind of
lucked out.
easy for us.
Yeah.
What are couples looking for today that they weren't looking for 10 plus years ago or 9 years ago?
Yes.
Aside from like larger,
Right.
You said that when you were meeting with the
Yes.
vendors.
I think I've been doing a lot of reading about this because thinking about where things are going in the future, and couples really want a good experience, like not just the wedding day and what's going to happen on the wedding day,
Mhm.
but the experience leading up to it. So their experience with us and my team,
Okay.
and as a whole, they really care about like what
Start
you're
to finish.
Yeah, start to finish. Like, what does the process look like?
Okay.
You know, what all do we get? Not just on the wedding day. What kind of support do we get? So I think that's going to keep moving in that direction.
That's interesting. I would have thought it was tactical on the day of.
Yes. And there's only so much you can offer, I feel like, on the day of, whenever you're just the building.
Mhm.
And we do have our liquor license now, so we're a building and alcohol.
Okay.
But
which is apparently a big deal, right?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's been great so far. We're still learning,
Mm-hmm.
but it's been great.
Good.
And but yeah, I think they really care about the more personal connection throughout the experience.
Okay.
Is what I
Interesting.
have found.
That's
yes.
not what I would have thought, but it
Right.
makes so much sense. Excuse me, when you say it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Well, I think you've already touched on that, but like, what's one moment during a wedding that never gets old to you?
I think, I mean, obviously, like if they do a first look, then the first look, like, so that means they see each other before the ceremony.
Right. I think that's a neat thing that didn't exist when I
Right,
got
same.
married, but I think it's great.
Yes. So the first look, whether it's before the ceremony or when the doors open
Mhm.
and the groom, like you see his face
Mhm.
when he sees the bride coming down the aisle. And then also with the dads, the bride and their dad,
Okay.
they do first looks.
Uh-huh.
So that, I think, to me is just like, you can see the whole reason for the big production,
Oh, wow.
you know,
Yeah.
in that moment. So that's something that will never get old.
I like that.
Yeah, it's just
Love
a special.
that. Yes, that's a
moment.
special
Yeah.
moment. Okay, so Northwest Arkansas has changed dramatically. You would know
Yes.
since you've been here since birth.
Yes.
What's it been like building a thriving business through all of that growth?
It's been great, really. It's been challenging, and new venues come in, and everybody has a place, but you
Mhm.
try to find your place and what
Mhm.
your niche is. But the growth has been great for us, like new people coming in all the time. And I feel like what we offer is comparable to what you would find in a little bit larger city.
Have you visited other venues in other cities?
Yes,
that
a
you own
few.
one?
I
Okay.
have a few, like Dallas, Nashville. That's probably about it.
Okay.
But I think what we offer is comparable to those places. And so we do even have some people that will travel in. They don't live here, and they chose us for their wedding. So I
Are
think,
you serious?
yes. So isn't it surprising? One of it found
I
us on
think that's
TikTok.
amazing. I don't
Yeah.
mean that as
They
like,
found us on TikTok. I know it's not something I would ever do, but
wow.
yeah.
I mean, I had a destination wedding, so I guess
But Arkansas as a
I don't
destination.
think of that.
Yeah.
Right? Mine was on the beach,
Right,
so
right.
I don't think of like
Exactly.
the middle of 54 acres as a destination. But I get it
Yes.
when you say it.
Yes. But the growth here has been great for us. Again, like bringing in more people that, just have a variety of expectations and things that they want. And we can, just try to continue to level up in what we offer and how we treat people.
But that one bride found you on TikTok
Yes.
and just called you up
Yep.
and was like, okay, I found you on TikTok.
Here we
I want
are.
to come get married here.
Yeah.
From
that-
where?
I want to say it was, oh gosh, like Alabama or somewhere.
Wow, like not close.
Somewhere. Yeah. It was a flight. It was not. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah. So-
Oh, yeah, that is crazy. How has the world changed, or how has our area changed hospitality wise? Like, it's a deeply personal connection.
It is.
The hospitality world.
It's very.
It's personal to your clients. It's personal to your vendors.
Mm-hmm.
Your space is personal because it's yours.
Yes.
Like, it's like healthcare, like personal.
Very personal.
So how has that changed throughout the growth boom? Growing boom.
Yes.
Whatever.
It's a little bit of, to me, it's a little bit of a challenge because there are so many new businesses popping up, vendors in the event industry. And I do want to have that connection with them. And I like to have relationships with the people we work with repeatedly. Our clients are our clients, but I consider the vendors are also our clients because they can refer us. Right. And so you want everyone to have that human connection. Like, we know on the other side of that email or text or phone call, like, that's a person with a life and a family. And so you want to maintain that as much as you can and still have your boundaries and your rules and all of that. But allowing grace and the humanity of it is what I think sets you apart in this industry and like hospitality, like truly being hospitable.
Yes.
Even like not just for the guests on the wedding day, but being hospitable in just how you treat people every day.
Transactional.
Yes. Yes.
Do your brides and grooms, and we'll just say clients, whatever, because it could be corporate nonprofit, do they have to work within your vendor? Like, you have approved vendors.
Yes.
Right. Is that the only vendors they can work with?
It's not. Okay. So we call it a preferred vendor list. And so every December, January, we take applications. For vendors.
It's a process.
And so it's a process. And so we sit down as a team and we go through every single one and we make sure, throughout the previous year, if there are certain issues that happened, we make notes of that.
Okay.
If there are things that a vendor went above and beyond, we make notes of that. So what we're giving our clients, we really want to be able to stand behind. So we prefer that they use that list. Right. They do not have to use that list. So
that's awesome. Yeah.
So we do put a lot of work and thought into the list. It's not just
you do like that's way more than I would have thought.
So it's a whole day that we sit down. We have usually over 200 applications, and we go through. One of the requirements is that you have worked at the venue before.
Okay.
So if you're new and you haven't, that doesn't mean next year you won't get on there. And it doesn't mean a client's not going to use you.
Right.
So we don't want new people to get discouraged, but we have to have something to back, why we have you on the list.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That makes a ton of sense. What do you think, I wish I didn't say so much, but what do you think makes Northwest Arkansas unique compared to other growing regions? Like, what do you think? Why do you think the TikTok person, why'd she want to come to Northwest Arkansas?
Yeah, I do think
besides your venue,
the growth, and again, all of the different people moving in. Some people that have been here forever, like me. Some people complain about, it's changing everything, but I see it as a positive most of the time. I mean, there are negatives.
This happens every time I do a podcast because if I silence my watch, it will never get silenced.
Yeah,
so
you'll miss everything.
Sorry, everybody.
That's okay.
Happens every time.
Happens. But I think that what makes the area unique are all the different people that are here, and whether they're here for a short while, everybody brings just a different background, and again, that kind of makes different businesses and things try to level up, or in my mind, that's how I see it, is there's all these people coming from these different areas and they're used to this from where they're from. So maybe I can look into that and see what we can do. And so I think it's been good, and it makes, it just pushes everyone to be better.
Right.
I think, or if you're not going to be, then you're not going to make it.
Yes. What's one thing you've taken from another market, or from that maybe somebody brought into you as an idea? Is there one thing that stands out to you that made you level up?
Well, I will say another vendor, a vendor, suggested a book to me, Unreasonable Hospitality. And it's written by a guy that's in the restaurant industry, which it's different, but it's still hospitality.
Right.
And so that book to me, I mean, it's an amazing book. Like,
Okay.
I feel like anyone in business in general should read it
Okay.
because it's about how you treat people and about the experience they have with you as a person and in your business and the smallest of things that make a big impact.
Oh.
So even like the client, we do a client gift on the wedding day and we have a handwritten, card.
Oh, that's sweet.
And we have cards in there that they can write a letter to themselves or their spouse,
Oh, wow.
and we mail it a year later. And
how neat.
so like little tiny things that don't cost a lot of money can make a big impact and, just create more of that connection and improve their experience.
I love that.
So,
I feel like Osage House I gotta quit with those I'm so sorry. I feel like Osage House reflects Northwest Arkansas as a whole.
thank you.
It's modern and traditional
Mm-hmm.
at the same time. It's very grounded. It's growing.
Mm-hmm.
You're constantly booked all the time in the best way.
Yes.
And this is going to be titled the podcast. It's relationship driven.
Mm-hmm.
It's personal. I'm sorry, y'all know I make notes because if I don't, I won't remember anything. It's landscaped beautifully, which is probably why I'm just now noticing the newer ceremony spot at the top by the reserve, because there's so much lush green around every
It's
corner.
so green.
Even the drive to the venues, they're not straight.
Right.
They're curved
Curvy and hills.
and hilly,
Yes.
and so they're kind of like a hug.
Right.
And I feel like the whole space is a hug. And I'm a huge hugger.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness gracious. That's a really bad habit. I got to stop. I'm a huge hugger. So I always say, like, someone's like, what do you do at 3W? And I'm like, I just hug people.
Yeah.
Because hugs,
Just love people. Yeah.
just love people. It's relationship driven. I'm not
Mhm.
transactional. I mean,
Yes.
you know that.
Yes.
So I don't really, I'm like, it's funny. I did have a client back out a year ago, and he was like, well, we don't have a contract in place. I was like, you're right. And he was new to the business. And I was like, you're right. I haven't had one for 10 years.
Yeah. So, okay.
You're right. Fine. I'll let you out of the non-existing
If you want, yeah.
pretend contract that
That's what you want.
whatever.
Right.
I'm more of a, like, the handshake hugger
Yes.
contract.
Right.
So to me, Osage House is kind of like a hug. You're like up and down and rolling around. And
Mhm.
there's 3 different venues that are all beautiful and seamless
Thank
and unique all at the same time.
Yeah.
So I feel like that reflects Northwest Arkansas as a whole, because we have growth. We have squares. I never did know what a square was when I moved here.
Yeah.
And they're all unique in their own way with
Yes.
their old buildings and keeping history. And then we have modern homes popping up right and left.
Yep.
So I feel like Osage House reflects Northwest Arkansas as a whole.
Thank
like
you.
that.
Yeah. We tried to do that with having the land around it, staying just pretty land. That's like old Arkansas,
It is old
how it was when I was growing up. And then the modern buildings, you want to add something that will add to the
To me, they're
visual.
timeless.
And yes, be timeless and not something you constantly have to do something
Right.
to update or
Right.
keep up. So yeah,
I know. Kudos to you all.
thank you.
Let's talk a moment about how Osage House has such a recognizable aesthetic. It's unlike any of the other venues. Like, there's another venue in the area that has a lot of glass as well. But overall, your venues, if someone sees a photo from a wedding,
Mhm.
they know it's Osage House. Or your logo, it's
Mhm.
very obvious it's Osage House.
Yeah.
Or the gold color. Like,
Mhm.
let's like dive into that, like the lighting and the staircase and what, the details that
Mhm.
what's like one detail that you put into Osage House that you notice but guests don't really notice?
Hmm.
Like, it was a conscious decision.
Yes.
I can think of one off the top of my head.
Oh gosh. Okay. The staircase would be one
Okay.
like design detail that we thought, oh, we could do something fun and special there.
Because it's a huge wall.
Uh-huh.
Massive wall.
And so that, like the railing, just little things like that
Mhm.
that would still be timeless, but add a
Mhm.
little visual effect. Gosh, I can't think of
because it blends in to the
others.
wall.
Yes.
Like I was just thinking the 3 walls of light.
Yes. All the light.
All the natural
We wanted
light.
a lot of natural light, and all the photographers, that was the first thing they all said, natural light, natural light. And my husband's design, like he loves a lot of windows.
Mhm.
So that went really well with his, design that he likes to do.
Did you have to put in special scaffolding type stuff up in the whatever? So because I feel like anytime I see photos, there's just
Oh, yes. The
these
hanging
massive
installations.
floral
Yes.
installations.
Mhm. So they're called rigging points.
Okay.
And yes, so we planned for those. That was one of the things I would not have known about.
Okay.
That one of the planners, I think it was one of the planners, mentioned, like, you're going to want to have rigging points for hanging installations.
Okay.
And so that was one thing we, put in the plan and gave to our builder that, we need these, like,
But it's covered up. Your ceiling is
right. Yes. So they're in the steel above the ceiling.
Okay.
So yes. So there's like eye hooks that are up there that you attach to.
Okay.
So yeah, you don't want to hang it if it's just
Right. There's just
loosey goosey.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's the most amazing installations constantly.
Yes.
I don't even know
Those
how
are-
that happens.
Yes.
But it's beautiful. So like that's something that guests would never know.
Right. They wouldn't see it and
Mhm.
think, oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So those are my
Definitely
two
rigging points.
thoughts.
Those are good. Those are better.
And I like your
giant.
giant entrance to the hall. Like
Yes,
the
the big
massive,
open, mhm.
wide staircase and very shallow stairs.
Mhm.
They're not big stairs.
Right. We didn't
There's
want
a
the
few
stairs
of
to
them.
like stand out
Mhm.
and be too
No, they
too
blend
much.
right
Yeah.
in. It's like a ramp without being a
Yes.
ramp.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. If you could give one piece of advice to couples planning a wedding or nonprofits, development directors planning a nonprofit event
Mhm.
or a team lead planning a corporate event,
Mhm.
what is the number one piece of advice?
Oh, goodness. I would say my very first piece of advice would be to hire a planner.
Okay. Do you have a planner on staff?
We don't have one on staff. Well, I have a staff member that is a planner
Okay.
on her own with her own business. But we do not have an in-house planner.
In-house, that's a better
Right. That's something we've talked about
Mhm.
maybe adding in the future. Again, it's something I don't want to compete or take away from the planners we love
Right.
working with.
Right. That's a push-pull.
And so it's figuring out what that would look like.
Mhm.
That would be my first piece of advice, though, because most people have never planned a wedding
Right.
and have no idea
But they think they do.
yes. And it's like, you can, look it all up, but actually having someone to walk beside you and
Mhm.
walk you through all of it, and they can save you money. Even though they cost money, they can save you in a lot of other areas. And it just takes the pressure off on the date. You get to enjoy the experience,
Mhm.
and it's less of a job and more just
Oh,
enjoying
think about
enjoying
that
it.
aspect of it.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I like that. Okay. So for all the entrepreneurs listening, because you are, what would you say is the most taxing part of, aside from taxes?
Yes, that's probably
Tax, yeah, that's a joy. Love that. Someone always said, if
Yes.
you're paying taxes, then you're doing the right thing. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I
don't like it though.
I still don't enjoy
Don't
it,
like it.
but it means you're in the black,
Yeah.
so you're good.
Yeah.
So what's the first piece of advice you would offer up for entrepreneurs?
I would say you do want to give your business everything you have. The benefit, I think, of being an entrepreneur is the ability to have flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
So with kids and things, depending on the business, of course, if it's something that you have to be at a storefront
Right.
certain hours, but owning a business, you want to blend it into your life
Mm-hmm.
and not build your life around it.
Right.
And usually that's why a lot of people become entrepreneurs, so that they can do that, and they
Mhm.
need that. So I would say find something that doesn't have to be something you absolutely love or enjoy that you start doing, but
Isn't
just
that
something that
wild?
allows you to have the life that you want.
Right.
So,
I think people think they have to be passionate about
right.
it from
It
day one.
does not have to be something that you're passionate about. You'll find things within what you
Mhm.
do that you love, like connecting with people
Mhm.
and things like that. But you want to have a business or a job that gives you the life that you want to live. being able to pick your kids up from school or traveling or, different things like that.
I completely agree.
Being able to provide jobs for other families.
I do like
and
that.
they can have flexibility too. Everyone, well, I say everyone, almost everyone on my staff is a mom, and they love the flexibility because
that's a completely different perspective.
Yeah. So
that's sweet. I like that. I don't know if I would have thought about that angle, because I'm like, I don't know, work for yourself. I'm not interviewed. I'm always on this end of
on that
asking.
side.
But I like that perspective.
Yeah.
I don't know if I had thought about that. But my one thought is going back to the passion part of it. Like, I didn't know that I was passionate about it. I wasn't passionate about nonprofits from day one. But I ended up falling in love with them and their missions throughout the course of 3W and the hugging and the relationships. And so I'm like, well, I do love this.
You love it. Yeah.
Yes. And now it's part of who I am.
Right.
And so I can't imagine not doing it.
Right.
But I'm sure if it's somebody, it was my minor in college of like clothes. Well, I want to own a store. I want to design clothes because that's what I love. But and it took a right turn, which is the very best right turn.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. So consistency matters with being an entrepreneur, right? Many early mornings, many late nights, lots of difficult seasons, but the very best. But I can't imagine going back into, I'm just going to be stereotypical, the stereotypical 9-to-5 grind for someone else.
I could not.
Right?
I couldn't. Yeah.
Kudos to everybody who does. And I look at them and I'm like, I think that looks so great to leave work at work.
Yes.
Right? We don't have that luxury. Right. But also we have a giant pile of luxuries that
other things.
Yes. So, right.
It's a trade-off.
Different.
Yeah.
It's trade-off. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going back into that?
I really
up in the attics for the
no, definitely not. No, I've thought about that often. Like I just can't imagine.
Or it seems like a different universe.
Right. Or having someone like telling me what to do. Right now, I just have to figure it out. Yeah. Get up and do it. And so having someone to say, hey, I need this report, or I need, I can't imagine. I would do it if I had to.
For sure.
But I can't imagine choosing to go back.
But it seems like foreign language at this point.
Yes. I would be so
worse
out of it. Yes.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you at all. Okay. Well, what do you, let's wrap it up.
Okay.
But tell me your most favorite Osage House memory.
I would say, most of my real Osage House memories are with my team. Mm-hmm. And because we're just together a lot. And as time goes by, we get closer and closer and become more like family. So I think favorite memory, planning our open houses.
Which
and
you do
our
once or
open
twice
house
a year?
once a year.
Once a year. Okay.
In the spring. I think open house is probably my favorite memory and my favorite experience every year, because we put so much into it. And then to see all the vendors succeeding from it and just how it impacts their businesses and the fun ideas that everybody gets to be creative because they're not designing for a client. So each planner has a space and we have a theme, but the sky is the limit. And so seeing what all they come up with is so much fun.
I know you've done it every year because we've promoted it every year. I haven't been just because I'm not planning anything.
Right.
But Ashley has covered it multiple times. I don't think I realized you had a theme every year.
So originally we didn't. The last 2 years we have. So this year was Osage Hall of Fame. Oh. And so it was all themed around music.
Okay.
And so each planner chose a musician that they planned around. And we had, everything was just music themed. We had a bar where we covered a wall in records behind the bar. And we did a photo shoot with Miles Boyer, and we were in leather jackets. We were dressed like the Ramones and did a photo shoot. And so we had posters made like we were a band.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Tied it all in. Anyway, so it's just fun. Stuff like that's fun. And then the year before that was travel.
Okay.
And so each planner chose a destination and planned around that.
Wow.
And then we all kind of tie it together with what we do with what's left in the space.
Oh, wow.
So it's fun. We had a passport, the travel when they had a passport that they would go around and get stamped and then enter for the giveaways at the end. And then the music, the Hall of Fame, they had like a VIP lanyard that they would get stamped at each spot that they stopped at.
Do you have a theme next year for 20?
We don't. We've been talking about it.
Yeah.
Yes, 27. We'll start talking about it soon because it's already halfway through the year.
I know.
Somehow, I feel like we just did it.
It's June.
So we have a few ideas.
Okay.
But we'll put out a few little teasers when we decide on what it is.
Oh, I can't wait. I love that. I feel like such a horrible person. I did not know there was a theme.
And you should come because, there's food and drinks and just, it's fun to walk around.
It sounds delightful.
Yes. It's fun. It's a fun day.
Yes. Well, I feel like it's in February.
It is. Well, we used to do February.
Okay.
The weather, I can't deal with the chance of snow.
Yes.
So now we do March, which I know it could still snow, but it's a little safer than February. Okay. So a lot of venues do January, February. Okay. All the work that goes into that for it to be snow outside. Like I can't. So we bumped ours out a little bit more into spring, which is not ideal for engagement season per se, but it still works out, I think, for everybody. Okay. We're going to we'll do that again in March. We'll put our date out. We're about to start doing a bunch of community, I don't want to say community events, open to the community, I guess.
Right.
So in-house events that we're going to put on too.
Oh, good.
And so that'll be a fun thing that we're adding.
Well, good. Yeah. I can't wait. Ashley, thank you for joining me.
Yes, of course. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You all, please go check out her open houses. Please check out her website. It is beautiful. She also has an Airbnb that you can use for your event. I think they are the premier event venue of the area. And I'm not just saying that because we're partners. Yes. I'm saying that because it's beautiful. Like, it's a beautiful white glass space. And that's what I love to attend from an event attendee perspective. Yes. I'm over the red and orange carpet, but I understand they have to have that, and that's fine. But I do love your venue. So kudos to you and John and your team on all the successes that have come your way. And I can't wait to celebrate 10 years with you next year. Yes, it's going to be great. Don't forget to stop by on your way. When you need a little snack after you leave Osage House, stop by Neighborhood Market and get your Hershey salty snacks. Don't forget your Dots pretzels, Skinny Pop, and Pirate's Booty. We will see you all next time. Keep inspiring a culture of giving. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.